Alexander Bastrykin, head of Russian Investigative Committee, was outraged by the police's indifference. Abandoning a cat in minus 30 degrees Celsius weather, what is that if not animal cruelty? However, on Monday, the head of the Investigative Committee personally took control of the situation. Alexander Bastrykin, head of the Investigative Committee, took control of the case of a Tyumen resident who suffered a back burn as a result of improper medical treatment.
Bastrykin also demanded that formalism and indifference be eliminated in public outreach. We always say, there is no such thing as someone else's misfortune. We must respond.
I held a solo picket in Moscow outside the Russian Investigative Committee building. I stood there for 6 days from morning until evening. I decided to picket because I don't know how else to get through to them. I have filed a complaint with the Investigative Committee stating that I believe a crime was committed in the Neftogorsk court in Samara region. I testified in the Lada-Rus case. When I reviewed the transcript of my interrogation, I found out it had been falsified. Over 100 changes had been made. Thus, as a result, without my knowledge, I was transformed from a defense witness into a prosecution witness. The transcript contains words I never said. I filed a corresponding complaint. According to the law, a criminal complaint is reviewed within 30 days. This is too long, because Judge Pigareva intends to deliver a verdict in the Lada-Rus case in the coming days. Security guards from the Investigative Committee came out to see me. They photographed my slogans, checked my documents, so everything was fine and legal. But they're terrified of Svetlana Lada-Rus's name. They said that if this case was about her, they wouldn't help. Asked why. They answered, because she's a foreign agent. But I believe that, first and foremost, we're all human. Svetlana Lada-Rus is a human being like everyone else. The Constitutional Court of the Russian Federation said that foreign agents shouldn't be deprived of their rights. That is, foreign agents have the same civil rights as all citizens. And the big question is whether Lada-Rus a foreign agent? After all, the Ministry of Justice confirmed that Lada-Rus has no signs of a foreign agent, no foreign influence, no foreign funding. And who are to judge? Russian officials who have foreign bank accounts, dual citizenship, and children studying abroad? Every person and citizen has the right to know what they are accused of. The accused has the right to review the case file. Lada-Rus, a decent, honest, law-abiding person known and respected throughout Russia, hasn't even been charged. Neither she nor her lawyers were given access to the case file, nor were they even notified of the case. Although the investigator had contacts for Lada-Rus lawyers, he hired a court-appointed lawyer who acted as the investigator's accomplice. Simply signed the necessary documents, but didn't care to understand anything, and didn't show up to defend the person in court.
Here stands a witness who testified for 2 days in court in the Lada-Rus case. Her testimony was falsified. Approximately 120 corrections were made. This is unthinkable. What kind of justice can we even talk about here? A crime was committed during the trial stage. In other words, all stages of the Lada-Rus trial are a chain of crimes committed by law enforcement and judicial officials. The body responsible for responding and sorting out the situation is the Investigative Committee of the Russian Federation. And we see that they don't even want to see the person. It all boils down to formal replies. Yesterday, we filed a complaint at the official reception office of the Investigative Committee. We filed a complaint about the crime at all stages of the Lada-Rus case by the investigators, the judge, and the prosecutor's office, with evidence and attachments. They told us, "We'll forward your complaint to Samara. Let them sort it out." They would not sort it out in Samara, I assure you, for it's there that the crimes took place. I'm sure that in Samara, they won't even consider the crime report.